interesting. I just wanted to do this little live stream because I don't have anything else to do, right? So, since I will probably publish this live stream on my channel after it's finished, and some people might actually see it after I have published it, I'm going to say that from now on I'm going to do more live streams on my channel. Yes. So, since there's no one watching, I am going to talk a little bit about stuff that you would like to see later on the channel itself, and that is more vampire videos, I guess. Yeah, I have a lot of new vampire videos coming up. Also have a lot of other videos, of course. And I'm going to tell you straight away that I'm drunk because I haven't had a beer in 2 months. And that's pretty weird. I haven't had a beer in 2 months. So this is actually the first time that I am drinking in 2 months' time, and I don't know if that's strange or anything. Probably not. It's probably more like regular people don't drink that much, but I do. No, I don't. But I haven't had a beer in 2 months. So I think it's spring outside, you know. Oops, I'm trying to. In Sweden right now, it's warm, and it came like this big shock because for a couple of months now it's been really cold, and it's been a lot of snow and shit like that. But all of a sudden, bam, we just got spring. And it kind of makes me feel a lot better because, let's face it, it's been one hell of a bad year. And I'm not just talking about this year, I talk about 2001, 2001. It's been a bad fucking year. We had a COVID. People can't go to the cinema if they want to. Social enactment between two people have been more or less cock blocked by masks. So yeah, we had a lot of crappy things going on this year, and the winter for me personally is something of a downer because I can't ride around on my motorcycle, and people who follow me on social media knows that I have a motorcycle and I love riding it, and I just don't love riding it. I have it like I need it because I need to go to the store shopping and shit like that. And yeah. Hey Nikki. Yeah, so today I went to the local store because the roads had been drying up enough for me to kind of ride. And I thought I had some extra money over, and I thought, I'm going to get drunk. I'm going to get drunk. For the first time in like 2 months, I'm going to actually drink a lot of beer and just let go of everything and just get drunk, you know. Now, before I started this video, I've already drank like 2 6-packs of beers. which sounds like much, but it isn't really, because the beers in Sweden is pretty weak. So it's not like I have drank like 6.5% alcohol beers. No, I haven't. But still, since I haven't been drinking that much lately, I'm easily influenced by alcohol, which is good, because that means I don't have to spend that much money on it. What else is new in the Duke Doom world? Well, I turned 49 years old. Yay! Uh, so I'm going to try and move this shit around a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I'm 49 years old this year, and I still don't feel more than 20. To be honest, man. You know, yeah, I don't feel like more than 20 years old if I had to choose some age. And that sucks, because when you're as old as me, you're supposed to have like uh, stuff going on. You're supposed to be an adult and do adult things, which I've never kind of done. And most of it is because I have this uh, mental health problem. I'm not going to say I'm crazy. Well, most of the people think I'm crazy, but that's their problem, right? Not mine. But I've never been able to hold a job because of my panic attacks and stuff like that. So I've always been like dependent on trying to get by. I'm sorry. My mobile phone is connected to the internet, so every time someone calls, it just breaks. I'm sorry about that. Uh, yeah. So yeah, and I also have come to the conclusion that I have reached over 6,000 subscribers, and that's just fucking amazing, man. I hey this man, and that's totally sick to reach over 6,000 subscribers when you're an old ugly man like I am. uh, and I'm really happy about it. And hello underscore silky. And I wish I could turn the iPad, which I'm filming on right now, around, but I won't do it because I'm afraid I will fuck up the position. Hello, Wesley. But outside right now, it's kind of like this pink light, which looks pretty fucking awesome, if I may say so, which I probably won't. Uh, so, let's talk a little bit about humanity. Yes. Hello, Robin. Let's talk a little bit about humanity and what the fuck has happened. I'm smoking John Silver at the moment. Today, when I rode home from the store, there was an old lady coming. She was walking along the road, and she like demonstrated her unwilling soul of hearing my pipes on my motorcycle. So she was like holding her ears, like real demonstrative, you know. and I get pretty pissed because motorcycles have well, they're loud sometimes, but I never during my time when I grew up saw a person holding their ears demonstrate, just to demonstrate that, oh my god, it's so fucking loud. And I think that's the biggest problem with humanity these days. I don't know where the backbone went, man. Did someone like rip them out like they do on fishes? Because all I can see these days is like people who act like amoebas. Like they have no spine left. They get upset for absolutely everything you say. And I don't know why. What the fuck happened, man? Is this how the world will end? Not with applause or big, huge things, but with a whimper of offended people crawling around on the floor like spineless amoebas. Yeah, is that how we're going to end up? I kind of understand why no aliens have tried to invade us yet. They just waited for the right moment. Just a couple of more years, and we don't even have to shoot them. We just have to yell like insults at them. I actually pray that there's intelligent life somewhere up in space, cause we're buggers all down here on Earth. We won't have a fight with aliens on Mars in a couple of years, because they will probably send people like Karen and they will just insult us to death. No, my darklings know who I am. My darklings are the ones who follow me on this channel, and my darklings are the ones that I talk to every day on my social media. Uh, and you know me, I am. I will never get offended by anything, because the only thing I can do when I get offended is laugh. And why shouldn't I? Because my skin isn't made out of silk. So if someone says I'm ugly as fuck, and I'm like ugly and everything, I don't give a shit. I'm a me, and I've been like this for 49 years. So if someone says I'm fat and ugly, I don't give a shit, man. You can't hurt me. Uh, the only thing that can hurt me is if you hurt someone that I care about. But I think that's something that everyone will be hurt by if you hurt someone that's close to you. But words will never hurt me. Never. Not in a million years, man. Yeah, why should words hurt me? It's someone that's puking out some things. But if you know who you really are, and why bother getting upset with them? They're probably really sad. They probably just have a bad day because they are like having a small penis or something, and they find someone that has a big beer gut like I have, and by calling me a fat fuck, they like think their penis is bigger. So what? Let them do that. I don't care. Let them have fun. Yeah, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I totally agree. But on the other hand, we have a really twisted way of looking at beauty in this world, which has gone totally astray too. Like, I see these wonderful, beautiful women who are putting stuff in their lips so they actually look like cartoon characters. And I think that's sad. And it's even more sad that people encourage them saying, oh, you're so sexy when you look like a fucking duck. And what message does that give to the younglings on this planet? That you have to like transform your entire face into something that looks like a cartoon character. Now, personally, when I kiss a woman, I like soft, nice lips. I don't want to be afraid that they will pop and send her flying into outer space. That's just me. That's just me. Uh, I guess we have this society that we live in where everything has to be shallow. Uh, the best way to get famous is like Instagram and YouTube and shit like that, and you do all these crazy videos that will make you like famous for overnight. And why is it so important to be famous? That's one thing that I really would like to know. And I really would like to discuss this with my friends here. Now, when I started this channel, I started it as a chili trying channel. I tried different hot sauces and stuff like that. I never wanted to be famous. Never. I wanted to share my experience of different hot sauces and stuff like that. So where what you can buy and what tasted like ape shit and stuff like that. Then I went into ASMR, and the only the only the only and I kind of lost my brain there for a moment. The only reason that I'm I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah, people don't want to be forgotten, and I think that's the biggest problem. But anyway, when I started doing ASMR, I didn't want to become famous. It was never part of my ID for like I wanted to help people relax because other ASMR artists had helped me relax, so I just wanted to give back. And I have to say that I can get a bit like sad sometimes, I guess, when I see a video that I have kind of like spent hours of doing get like 100 views or something like that. Sure, it can be discouraging. But at the same time, it doesn't kill me to have that kind of response to a video. Because the ones that actually watches my video, I guess they like them, right? So why wouldn't I be satisfied with that? Same thing with this one. You can have live streams with thousands of people watching them. I have 8 right now. But I guess the 8 people that watch this video are people who actually like me and people who like understands where I'm coming from, understands what I'm saying. And I almost drank from the wrong side of the beer can. I want to help people that I like, and I want to help people that appreciate what I do. And in some ways, I guess I guess that puts me, yeah, thanks, Samuel. I guess that puts me in a different perspective of most ASM artists. Because I ain't nice guy. If you fuck with me, I will fuck you up real bad. Uh, I don't go by this, oh, peace everywhere, man. I'm a pretty nasty guy and I'm grumpy almost all the time. But, and this is a big but, I love to make people relax. Why do I do that? I have no clue. It's some kind of calling that I have. I really love making people relax and make them feel good about themselves. Now I can say that in my real life, I wish I were a more peaceful person, but if someone fucks with me, I'm gonna fuck him up real bad. Uh, yeah, I should open a spa. Unfortunately, I live on this small island in the Swedish archipelago, and it's pretty hard to open a spa out there. I do, however, have my art studio out there where I sell paintings and shit like that. So, no, what I want. Jesus Christ. Oh, uh, yeah, I'm probably a really weird ASM artist, but I still want to help people relax, and I want to make people laugh, and that's even more important than making them like relax. To make people laugh, and if you watch my videos, I want you to think a little bit, and I think that's something that I have accomplished during my ASMR videos. That I will make people think a little bit, and I always I always put Easter eggs in my video. It might be a comment from a famous movie or anything like that, but I always put Easter eggs in them. So when you watch my videos, watch out for Easter eggs because there are plenty in everyone. I don't actually think I've done a video without an Easter egg yet. It can be kind of like an obscure reference to an old like Italian horror movie or anything. But there are always these Easter eggs in my videos that I kind of planned for you guys to see. Uh, so let's talk about something more cheerful. As most of you guys know, I live in Sweden, and Sweden is basically known for being cold, which is a thank you, Joshua. That really warms my bizarre heart. uh, People think Sweden is cold, which is not. This winter has been pretty hard, though. Yeah, at least 2 months with snow. But other than that, it's pretty warm country, at least where I live. I live on the coast, and yeah, we don't often get a lot of snow, but this winter we actually got it. But the snow has melted away like butter on a toast. Umberto Lenzi, no, Humberto well, or whatever. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. If I play video games, I do. I love video games. I have an Xbox One, which makes me, I guess, an Xboxer. No, I have a Dreamcast. I have a PlayStation 2. I have a Nintendo GameCube. I hate Nintendo, by the way. They treat their customers so bad. But what I play most on right now is my Xbox One, I guess. I play Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which is probably my favorite game of this generation. Probably one of my favorite games of all time. And I love like Morrowind, Baldur's Gate, Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2, but well, everyone can love the snow, but for me it's a hindrance because I can't drive my motorcycle to the store. Other than that, I don't give a shit if there's snow. There's also some people in my comments who asks me if I'm married at this huge age that I'm in. And I had a girlfriend. We were together for 18 years. And I still love her very, 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 very much. And we have contact with each other every day. She also is a big humanitarian. No, she's a big animalitarian because she has this dog rescue company. And she and I talk to each other every day. And I don't think I will ever stop loving her. The biggest problem we had was that I chose to live out here on the island. And if you have seen The Lighthouse with Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson, you know how isolated it can be to live on an island. And she couldn't like stand that, so we broke up. But I still love her. We still have contact every day. She helps me when I'm going to the city because she has a car and I have these mental health problems, which makes me unable to like ride on buses and subways. I love her, and she is the best person I've ever known in my whole damn life, even though we're not together. Would I be together with another girl? I am not sure. It have to be someone very special. Uh, but as far as I think right now, I don't think so. We love each other, but we are loving each other from a distance. Uh, so yeah, I guess that's a little bit about my private life, which I don't usually talk about that much. And also, I know a lot of people have kind of, well, I see it in my, when people wish videos that they like my, how shall I say it without sounding too weird? Well, I do fetish videos, pretty much, a lot. And I don't care about that. God damn it, isn't there a way to like see the comments here? Because, oh, there we go, okay. Live chat, all comments visible. There we go, okay, thanks. Oh man, all the comments just popped up here. In your Nikolai tells a bedtime story, were you actually getting drunk? No, I wasn't drunk in that one. I wasn't. I was just playing drunk. Uh, let's see if you have. Yeah, do you play any video games? I wouldn't call you a weird ASM artist. I'd call you a very unique ASM artist. Thank you very much. That sounds like. Well, thank you. Um, if you and your fans were ever on your island, would you get a beer with them? Of course I would. I would probably make you dinner too. I'm one hell of a cook. So yeah, I would probably do that. I'm trying to go through some of the comments here because I didn't see them earlier. Uh, bu- 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 I'm a part of the youth and I just got here. Sorry, can you repeat the message? I don't really know what exactly I said. I'm sorry. Uh, so yeah, thankfully I can see your comments now. That's cool. What kind of fetish videos? Well, I I usually do these kind of like you are trapped, gagged, and bound, and I kind of tease you, and that's okay. I don't mind. At least I don't try to suck on my microphone until it gets into the bottom of my belly or stuff like that. So, if you. I don't give a shit actually. If you feel like my videos are giving you a sexual turn on, who gives a shit? At least it makes you relax, right? Hopefully. I don't have any like. I like metal, yes. I like the older kind of metal, like Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, stuff like that. Yeah, I smoke a lot, and I probably shouldn't. But you're gonna die anyway. And I know a guy that became over 98 years old and he smoked all his life. He had no lung problem. Then I know a guy who like was 40 years old and he had smoked for like 10 years and he died of lung cancer. I don't believe. I Avatar. Do you know Avatar, the movie by yeah, revisit the videos and I will promise you will see a lot of Easter eggs everywhere. Because I love old like cultural things. I love Lucio Fulci, Dario Argento, Mario Bava, and stuff like that. So I always try to squeeze in some little Easter egg in some of my videos, or always in my videos. Hey, Crush Flamingo. I'm actually having a really good time for once because it's spring in Sweden. I've been getting my bike to work and I'm drinking beer, which I haven't done in like 2 months. Last time I was really shit faced was like in Christmas or something. Now I don't say that being drunk is something that you should like be because you feel better that way, but sometimes it's just so good to let things go, to just relax, you know, drink some beers and just let it go, you know, let it go, let it go. Uh, and at the same time, I really wanted to make this video for you guys, mostly actually because I have been feeling pretty stiff lately. Mommy Doom is doing all right, actually. Thank you. She is in the house next door to mine, and Mommy Doom is good. Ah, uh, so yeah, I wanted to. I wanted to make this video for you guys because I have been very introvert lately. Sexy Pants Mommy Doom will return in some videos, I promise you. uh, and for once, I actually feel good about everything, you know. It was warm outside. For once, I kind of woke up without feeling too bad about myself. Uh, and I wanted to do this video. What time it is here? It's crap. I actually can't see, but I think it's kind of like 5, 6 p.m. I think. So it's not that late. It's just starting to get dark. Ow. But it's really fun to talk to you like this because, yeah, it's beer time, definitely. Uh, it's really fun talking to you guys like this. Yeah, Moloch. Moloch. I actually went through my videotheque of films and I don't have any of the 28 Days Later movies. I remember seeing them when they came out, but I don't actually have them on my in my collection. So I guess I have to like buy them. Oh, it's windy in Las Vegas. I should actually be happy to like talk to someone who actually is in Las Vegas because I'm in Sweden, which is a pretty small country, and I have the opportunity to speak with people in Las Vegas. That's pretty rad, man. So, yeah. I really need to buy 28 Days Later and 28. What is the other one? No, it's not summertime, but inside my house it's always summer. I really need to get the 28 later. I'm going to give you a little short review of what I thought at the time when I watched them, though. I'm not that fond of virus zombies. And I know that 28 Days Later isn't actually a zombie movie, it's more of a infected movie. But for some reason, I'm not that fond of zombies that run. I'm more of a George A. Romero fan, you know, where they are shoveling about and stuff like that. But I do remember that I actually liked 28 Days Later just because it actually wasn't a zombie movie, it was an infected movie, and it had pretty good effects. Plus, I love the guy who was in the main role, at least in part two. I think it was the same guy who played Rumpelstiltskin in the TV series. So yeah, I would probably give 28 Days Later a 3 out of 5. It's not the favorite zombie movie because it's not really a zombie movie, but it was a good movie and it was exciting and it had good actors. But at the same time, I'm not the guy who likes Train to Busan. I really didn't like that movie because I don't like virus zombies. My favorite zombie movie would probably be like when there's fog on a graveyard and you see the hands coming out of the ground and stuff like that. So I do like Return of the Living Dead. But I hope that helps you a little bit. And I was actually today for my yeah, Romero is good. I was actually before I got drunk was gonna do a rating of all Dario Argento movies. I guess that will have to be another day, but that's hello Mary Lou, Mary Lou, Mary Lou. Uh, yeah, so that was what I had planned today to do Dario Argento uh, movie video where I rated all the Dario Argento movies that I have, which is almost every one that he has done, except for the card player. But since I started to drink beer, I guess that the Dario Argento movie will be postponed a little bit. I really want to see Wreck. Well, Rebecca, I'm going to tell you really right now. Hello, Ali. Wreck is one of the best Spanish zombie movies ever made. Yes, they are. So you can't go wrong with those. And that comes from a guy who really don't like found footage movies. But they are really good. Wreck are one of my in my favorite category. Yes, I have seen Terrifier, and I think that it's one of the actual few new horror characters that could take up the uh, throne with Jason, Michael Myers, and Freddy Krueger. Uh, yeah, I love Terrifier. I really bought it like for $2 on something, and I was like, okay, another clown movies. I usually don't get scared by clowns. But this one was amazing, man. It was so over the top. Uh, and if you have seen Terrifier, you probably know what I mean when I say over the top. This man again. Yes, I have seen Brain Dead. If it is the Peter Jackson one, which was also called Dead Alive in America, I think. Uh, Peter Jackson did some pretty cool movies during I think, was it the late 90s or the early 80s? The other way around. He made like Meet the Feebles, The Frighteners. He made Bad Taste. He made Brain Dead or Dead Alive, as it's called in I think America. In Europe, it was mostly known as Brain Dead, I think. And it it was a really cool movie. You know the last 20 minutes of it was pretty darn exciting. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. Peter Jackson did the Frighteners too. I like that one too actually. It's I don't like the CGI in it though. At Dead of Night, is that some kind of Xbox game? Because that's mostly all the things I play on. Oh, The Conjuring. I don't know what I'm going to say about The Conjuring actually. Uh, oh, I don't really dislike the Conjuring universe, but at the same time, they are not that scary, really. On the other hand, I have to say that it was a long time ago. Death Check 91. I'm going to keep that in my mind. I don't like jump scares either. If it's okay to do it. If it has a payoff, okay. Most movies have what's it called, jump scares, but you have to own it to do it. You can't just put in some average fucking cat and throw it in your face. You're living in a group home now. Well, I hope that turns out good for you, man. But I want to give you. Okay, I understand. But I hope that everything will turn out perfect for you, man. I'm going to recommend a movie actually that I usually recommend, but not maybe on the internet. It's a movie that I find extremely atmospheric, extremely good acted, and extremely creepy. And that is John Irvin's Ghost Story from 1981. And it has this huge, and I mean huge, uh, cast, which includes John Houseman, it includes Fred Astaire, it includes Craig Wasson, if you remember him from A Nightmare on Elm Street. Uh, was it three? Yes. And it has a lot of these old timers. And the movie is about this club in New England called something with oysters. I don't remember exactly. Well, they have this club where they meet once a month to talk, or once a week to talk about, tell each other ghost stories. But lately, their ghost stories have started to turn into like real nightmares for them. And they invite a brother-in-law or something of this club, and it turns out that they are haunted by a woman from the 30s that they might have done something wrong with. And the only thing she wants is kind of like scare them to death. And this movie is extremely creepy. It has a lot of extremely creepy locations. And you can't go wrong with Fred Astaire, John Houseman, and the guys like that. That but it also have one of the worst special effects ever. And I don't mean worst special effects like they are so bad that you are going to laugh. They actually have one of the most creepiest special effects because they are made by Dick Smith, who also made the makeup on Dustin Hoffman for Little Big Man. And in some of these videos, in this movie, this woman that's going to torment them turns into this rotting corpse. And I don't think I've ever seen a zombie ghost look that horrible that she does in those movies. And I was actually scared by this movie from the time I was like 8 years old, because in Sweden they had this cinema, what's it called, magazine that was called the Cinema Magazine. And they actually put up some of the pictures of this rotting corpse woman in the paper. And of course, as a cinema guy, I picked up this fucking picture, and I was like flabbergasted. I was so scared for this movie, at least for like a long time, until I actually saw the movie. And when I saw it, I was like sitting in my corner of my bed, and I was like, oh my god. It wasn't that bad, but the effects are really, really good to this day, I can tell you. If I will ever do a crayfish video, you buy me crayfish, I will do a video. They are pretty expensive in Sweden. Yeah, so, oh, but I have to say, it's been, ouch. I felt like I got like gasoline in my eye. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the sorry, channel here before I cut off this thing. Um, there will be more vampire videos because I know you like them. There will be more fetish videos if you really want them. I don't give a shit. You do the shining really quick. Exactly what am I supposed to do? Okay, I will do it. Hello, Lloyd. A little bit slow tonight, isn't it? Okay. Uh, uh, yeah. You're the goddamn bartender from Oregon to, I don't know. I don't remember. Okay. I heard this one arm once. It was just momentarily. Okay, is that enough? uh, but I love you guys. You know that by now. And I will probably continue to drink a lot of beers tonight. But remember, I really like you guys. I hope that you will have a nice weekend. And I also hope that you will feel good at Monday when you don't have a weekend anymore. And I will always be able to do, like, if you want me to do something, just go for it. Don't feel ashamed because I never do. Love you guys. And it was nice talking to you this evening. Good night and have a wonderful evening.